Welcome from Vienna. This is Pax Europiana, Günther Fehlinger here in front of the Austrian Stock Exchange. It's no longer operational here. This is just a huge building. I want to show it to you. It's one of the most beautiful buildings here at the ring. It's a powerful symbol of the past wealth of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire, because such a stock exchange was of course a big building and a powerful economic unity, the customs and currency union of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. It was 53 million people, and it's a symbol for the wealth, which was especially in the last 50 years of its existence. It was very, very strong economy whenever there were several stock exchange crashes coming from that building. But what I want to say is the reason why all these beautiful buildings here at the Ringstraße could be built is because Central Europe was united. It was united. The unity of Central Europe made this kind of level of prosperity possible. And it's quite impressive. It is. And you can go all around the ring and see that kind of prosperity expressed in these amazing buildings. So, what I want to say here now is open the Austrian labor market, Mr. Populist Nehammer, Mr. Populist Kocher and Mr. Populist whatever. It's no longer acceptable that we have a huge lack of labor in the Austrian market, and there are hundreds and thousands of people in the Western Balkan countries which are our friends. I'm not talking about Serbia because it's a pro-Russian country, but the 5 countries. Absolutely, Kosovo, Bosnia, Albania, Montenegro, Macedonia, it's our allies and friends. And there are hundreds and thousands of people sitting there in adult lifehood, not making videos like me, but sitting and drinking coffee during the day and waiting for a better life, dreaming of working in Austria. And they have opportunities in Germany and they go. And we are losing out. And you can say, we don't care. But we have a big problem here with inflation. And that is driving up the wage costs and all the productivity losses. So more people is obviously one answer. And more Europeans is the answer. That now in Austria, they're getting the Philippine guys. I'm really a big fan of the Philippines, don't get me wrong. And there should be also openness globally. I'm happy for the Philippines. If they want to be there, yes, absolutely pro-Philippines. Nothing against that. But not as long as we let the people from Kosovo, Bosnia, and then sit down there. Or that we limit the access of the labor market of the Ukrainians. Hello, is somebody still at home here? Is there somebody mentally retarded? Open permanently the labor market of Austria for everybody from Ukraine, Moldova, Georgia, for all the countries which are pro-Western from the Balkans, not for Serbia because they need to be punished, but everybody else needs to be rewarded. In this crisis, it's very hard for them. The agriculture situation, the energy situation, the general lack of progress in the EU opening, and then, of course, what they need is the labor market access. And I repeat, this made Austria rich, and it will make Austria again rich. And the last 30 years are the best proof, because we were quite more open in the 90s and in the 2000s. And especially until 2014, the turn of the populist and the decline of Austria. We need to be open again. It's openness, the basis for prosperity. Can you not see the buildings? Is there not the monument of prosperity? When I came as a student to end of the Cold War, after my military training, to Vienna, it was a broken down city, a ruin. Everything was crumbling. And then hundreds and thousands of people from Eastern Europe came and they started in tourism and construction industry. They rebuilt the city. It's now a rich and prosperous city, not because of Russian gas, because of Eastern European labor. And of course they had opportunities. They are now Minister of Justice, for example. It's not only construction labor, but very much so. It's not only tourism, but also in many of the well-educated, white-collar service jobs. They are very successful now. So the situation is, we really have to get going and get open again, please. And it's so logical. The 5 countries of the Western Balkans, Ukraine, Moldova, full access. Serbia, limited because of Vucic and his pro-Russian policy. Georgia, we will have to discuss. And that can be done right now. Right now. And not in 15 years, and not with 17 levels of specialization and complications. No, it must be done right now. Please, and let's be open. Let's open the Austrian and the European labor market for that, for all Europeans who are with us in this war, obviously. Not for Serbia and not for those who are unfortunately not with us, but let's even for them be a bit more open. Because this kind of protectionist, xenophobic, anti-Semitist, anti-American and anti-European thinking which has taken hold in Austria in the last years is a shame. I'm really disgusted and annoyed, and I will call to open the Austrian labor market for all Europeans who want to work here. Very welcome. Who wants to spend his time and effort and labor and innovative power to do something here? There's so much to do. It's so poor in the 15th district where I live, because of neglect. Here in the center it's rich. And again, why it's rich? Not because of Russian gas, because of the market success and the openness of the last 30 years. And thanks a lot to all the people from Central and Eastern Europe, from the Balkans, from Hungary, Romania, who rebuilt Vienna from the scrambling city 30 years ago to this amazing center of prosperity of Central Europe again. And more to come for that. Please come here. Please, we are very welcome. Please, Austrian protectionists, go to the Stepi, to the Kucha and to the Dome, and please don't stay in politics, but leave power, and please let open people, reasonable people to get this position and open up the Austrian labor market. Mr. Kocher, you know very well. Thanks a lot. All the best. Bye.